Fanboy, 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 fanboy. Watch Dogs is the worst freaking game of 2014. Oh my gosh! My goodness! After all this time, all these months, the past year that we've been waiting for Watch Dogs by Ubisoft Montreal, we get this pile of absolute turd, this complete feces from this horrible developer, publisher. Watch Dogs freaking stinks! This is one of the worst games ever released. The most disappointing game of the year. The worst game of the year. Most terrible story. Crappy gameplay. Horrible graphics. And it's a multi-plat. That's the worst part about it. I know I've never been this angry since I can't even remember. This is the most lamest, crappiest game of pretty much all time. I mean, the only thing I can think of is at least this is a little bit better. It is a little bit better than GTA 5. GTA 5 completely stunk. So Watch Dogs is better than that pile of Rockstar garbage, but that's not saying much, you know. Watch Dogs is still a pile of absolute rabbit fecal material. I can't even begin. Where do I begin? Take a look at the Metascore, for example. I mean, you got a 6.0 user score. It's got a 6.0 user score on the PS4, the PS4 version. The Xbox One version is also at a 5.2. It's got a 5.2 on the Xbox One, the user score on Metacritic. Alright? Yeah, okay, the Metascores themselves are a little bit higher, you know, 77 on Xbox One, and the PS4 version is around 82, you know, in the 80s. So it is a little bit higher on the Metascore, but we gotta keep in mind that the user score is the actual freaking people that play it, the normal everyday gamers that log in, give their review, their basic honest review. Metascores tend to be very, very exaggerated. They're very skewered because these people are getting paid to do reviews. So there's nothing left. There's nothing else like it. The PS3 came out on the PS3, the Xbox 360, you know, it also came out on the PC. So all across the multi-plats, first of all, I gotta get this out of the way. There is no reason for Watch Dogs to be out on the last gen consoles. On the last gen? Why? What's the point? That's terrible. That's a horrible idea. You know how incredibly idiotic that is? That's like, you know, Rockstar, you know, back in 2008, they put out GTA 4. That's like GTA 4 coming out on not just the PS3 and the 360 at the time, but also on the PS2, the original Xbox, the GameCube, you know? Imagine if that happened back then. Think of how crappy, freaking, you know, I mean, that game would have been so bad on those systems. GTA 4 would have been an absolute terrible mess on the PS2. You know, the horrible graphics, the limited visual, the limited memory, the limited everything would be limited in that game. Completely torn down, dumbed down version, a complete bogged down, horrible, messy version of GTA 4. A very simplistic version of GTA 4 on the PS2. And even the original Xbox and the GameCube. It would have been a mess. So why are we getting it also in this generation? Why are we getting Watch Dogs? It's supposed to be a next-gen game, really. You know, it's supposed to be an Xbox One game, a PS4 game. If it comes out multi-plat, then what's the point of getting the next-gen? What's the point of upgrading? The main reason that we get the next-gen systems, the PS4 and the Xbox One, is, what is it? To experience the games to the highest level, next-gen, best graphics available, best visuals, best details, best capabilities, greatest gameplay, the greatest entire game experience, not some bogged-down, crappy, last-gen, downrated port of a supposed to be a next gen, game. Nothing but bad scores. Really horrible scores if you think about it. For a game this highly anticipated. Everybody just giving it, a 7 from Eurogamer, a 7 from Videogamer.com. Metro gave it a 7. You're seeing nothing but 7s here, incredibly low scores. Even, the PC version, that's a joke right there. PC, even the PC got its port. A 76.5 and an 81 on the PC from Metacritic and Game Rankings. Horrifying scores. I can't even... There is no excitement this year. 2014 is arguably the worst year of video games. I mean, really, Watch Dogs. Look at this pile of crap. In the modern Uber-connected world, Chicago maintains the nation's most advanced and integrated computer system. One which controls almost every facet of city technology and maintains critical info. Blah, 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 blah. Just a bunch of technobabble, bunch of nonsense. I don't care. Let's keep moving before I fall asleep. That was the description. I was reading the description of the game, and I was about ready to, freaking doze off right there. Alright, let's take a look at the actual Metascores, though, before we get to the, the user scores, because we're going to get to that a little bit later. See what the actual, the professionals had to say, because these people are getting paid to say this kind of stuff. Giant Bomb gave it a 60. Giant Bomb gave it a 60. Watch Dogs is a 60, folks. Even though I feel its story is often weak and its action isn't that different from other games in the genre, I still enjoyed my time with Watch Dogs. It turns out that the old stuff still works in the strong It's rough around the edges, though if you don't settle for anything less than the best, you'll probably be disappointed. So you guys gave it a 60? That's from Giant Bomb. It's a disappointing pile of crap. There's no innovation, nothing impressive. The story sucked. Rough around the edges. When they say rough around the edges, that means that it sucks, but it has potential. How pathetic! What kind of a stupid excuse is that? Give me a break. PlayStation Lifestyle gave it 65. The focus on setting up Watch Dogs as a new franchise will pay off in years to come, but it does come at the main game's expense. Will pay off in the years to come. So PlayStation Lifestyle is trying to play politics. They're trying to dumb it down. They're trying to not sound so harsh about it, but basically they're saying this game sucked, but it might get better in the future. But they gave it a 65. This is exactly what I said about, this is what happened with Assassin's Creed. Another crappy first game was Assassin's Creed. The first one sucked, but then it got better. Well, sort of. The second one was way better, anyway. So, I mean, hey, a Watch Dogs 2, a sequel, another Watch Dogs could be better. Watch Dogs 2 could be good. But why? What's the point of buying this one, then? Why not just wait for Watch Dogs 2? If that one's worth playing, that might be much, much better. Better gameplay, better mechanics, better everything. Then why bother with the first one? The first one stinks. The first one, Watch Dogs sucks. This is terrible. Eurogamer, they said it doesn't excel in any of the genre. It tries to... It feels like a criticism when a game comes way down by this much hype. Yeah, it doesn't have a promising kernel. They're borrowed concepts and the central notion that could have made it stand out, that the hacking in the game is the most undercooked of all the concepts in the game. They never get hacking right when it comes to video games. They never get hacking right. They never get it right. There's no game out there, there's never been a single game that gets computer hacking and hacking into computers and electronics properly. They never get that right. The closest you'll get is something like BioShock or something where you got the puzzle element. That's more of a puzzle. That's a puzzle. That's a puzzle. That's a puzzle segment. Those are puzzle. It's not hacking. You don't feel like it's such a hacking thing. Give me a break. I don't know, EGM gave it a 70, Game Central gave it a 70, everybody's giving it... I'm not seeing any high scores. You know, nobody's giving it an exceptional score. I mean, this is so pathetic. Watch Dogs. How long did we wait for this game? How many videos did I make last year about Watch Dogs? And I think even in 2012 I made videos like, oh, I can't wait for Watch Dogs to come out. I can't wait. You know, this looks good. And yet we get this disappointing pile of trash. Maddie 2012, this is the user score now. User, Maddie 2012 said, Watch Dogs delivers very little of what's originally promised. GTA 5 is running on the last-gen systems. The graphics of Watch Dogs is on par with last year's GTA 5. So he's basically saying that Watch Dogs is... It looks like a last-gen, you know, frickin' game. The whole thing is a watered-down GTA. It's a watered-down GTA with clunkier controls and less to do. The only fun part is the hacking. So this guy actually liked the hacking. But then you will soon get bored of that. So it's fun, but you get bored of it. This guy is kind of contradictory. It's kind of like an idiotic thing. That's kind of stupid. So it sucks, basically. It's boring. It sucks. So, I mean, how can it be fun if it's, like, really easy and boring? I mean, come on, give me a break. There's really not much to say. If you must play it, then I say wait for the price to drop, or rent it. He gave it a 2. Maddie 2012 gave it a 2. So that's tells you right there, everything right there. 2 out of 10. Oh, that's a must-buy. That's a must-buy. Watch Dogs is a killer app now. We got a killer app in our hand. Oh, Watch Dogs sucks! I don't know. That's all I can say. I'm so not looking forward to the game library of 2014. Or what else do they have? Do they have anything else? You know, if we're not getting you know, an awesome new IP like Watch Dogs is supposed to be new, but it sucks. We're getting rehashes. We're getting old franchises like Wolfenstein and Kirby. Stuff that we've seen for the past 20 plus years. Then what's amazing about gaming now? You know, what's impressive? What's the point? What's going on with gaming? Why is gaming so bad right now? Don't they have any new ideas that's good? I'll give you this question. What is the best franchise that's new? That's new. With the exception of maybe Titanfall. I think Titanfall is the only one that comes to mind. Titanfall is the only one that comes to mind. That's all I can think of that came out in the past 6 or 7 months. That's a new franchise. That's a new IP. That's actually worth checking out. This is pathetic. So Watch Dogs stinks. It is better than GTA crap. You know, overrated 5 from last year. But Watch Dogs is still terrible. It's kind of like the GTA 5 of this year. Do yourself a favor. There's only one franchise. There's only one series that will save the gaming industry. There's only one series that's worth checking out. I think we all know what that is. It's all about Mario Kart 8. That's right, the upcoming Mario Kart game. Oh, this game looks incredible. You know, you want to talk about underrated. The Wii U has been killing it. Wii U has been amazing this year. Incredible. In just the recent past couple of months, you know, they're coming out with all kinds of games. The Wii U is so promising right now. They got Mario Kart 8 coming soon. Just a couple of days, actually, from now. Mario Kart 8, it's all about the Mario Kart series right now. You gotta get Mario Kart 8. You gotta get a Wii U. You gotta get it for Bayonetta 2. That's another must-have. You gotta get that. You gotta get the Mario games. You gotta get Tropical Freeze. You know, you gotta get all these Wii U franchises. It's all about the Wii U. PS4 sucks. Xbox One's almost good with Titanfall, but the rest of it stinks. Watch Dogs is a failure. It's all about the Wii U right now. The Wii U is owning everything right now. And that's all there is to it. That's it for this episode of Fanboy Reviews. And until next time, keep fanboying. Yeah!